Hey everyone, it's Macca here. Thank you so much for coming in and checking out my YouTube channel. Really do appreciate it. You would have seen the last week or so managed to post up more on here, and hopefully that's something that will continue to happen throughout the the rest of time. Really, this week's video is something pretty cool. Through my job here as a radio announcer, I managed to get on to a TV show that was made that's made here in WA and broadcast around the country on YouTube and also on the Foxtel and some other community television stations. It's called The Couch with Fred Mafrica. Around about an 8 or 9 minute interview. So I thought, you know what, let's pop it up on YouTube and let you guys have a look at it in situ. So thanks so much for getting on board. Remember, you can like, comment, subscribe on the video, and follow me on all the social channels. I'll put a link just down here in the middle of the screen. And in the description as well. So say hi, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Cheers.
Welcome back to The Couch. It's always nice to talk to radio friends, and 6IX, of course, is forever classic here in Perth, and it's still local, and it's still live and local, and this guy here, Macca Dixon, is the voice you hear from 4 to 7 every day on driving us home every afternoon.
Yes, absolutely.
Welcome to The Couch.
Thank you very much, Fred. Thank you for having me.
Tell us the Macca Dixon story. How did it all start in radio?
It's been a long story, Fred. So I went to school at Mazenod College in Lesmurdy, and then did about 5 years of community radio. Got my first commercial radio gig with the old Spirit 98.1 in Geraldton. That was 10 years ago this year.
Yep.
And then I've crisscrossed my way across the countryside doing stuff over east. About 3 years ago, came back to Perth and started working at 6IX.
Now, tell me, did you always want to work in radio? Did you do a course? Did you do something else and go, I'll get into radio?
So I went to Murdoch University and did journalism and did a minor in radio there. But really that journey sort of starts when I was good 8, 9 years old. We were down in Bridgetown, and I don't remember any of this, but my mum and dad say it happened. They got me this... it's a purple sort of radio machine that you could plug your Walkman into or put a tape into, and it would broadcast to local hi-fi systems in your house.
Wow.
And apparently I would be up at 2 and 3 o'clock in the night doing news reports for nobody to listen to.
Sounds like a very early roadcaster or something.
Exactly.
When you look at radio, when you first started, do you remember your first shift on radio, even community radio?
Yes, I do.
Did you stuff up? And did it put you off the whole show?
The whole thing was basically a stuff up. I was on Radio Fremantle. The whole thing was heavily scripted. The whole thing was heavily scripted, and I didn't want to move off the script one iota.
Because you want to be professional.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
What it is.
And then it was just really sort of uptight, and that's obviously not what we want radio to be.
I did a countdown on Radio Fremantle.
Yes.
And you know how you do the number 40, then 39, and my CD played out of time, and it went from 40 to 27, and it put me off the whole show. These days in radio, as we become more accustomed, we sort of don't really worry about it because people don't pick it up.
Yeah.
But did you ever have moments where something really bad happened to you on air?
One of my most sort of disliked moments in my radio career, I was working at a station called Max FM in Taree on the mid-north coast of New South Wales, and it was late at night, and there was a system that allowed us to play our own local sweepers that go in between the music to tell people who we are.
Yes.
But the music actually came from our sister station down in Newcastle.
Yes.
Unfortunately, due to a rain fade or something along those lines, the system malfunctioned, so the music wasn't coming through. So your backup tape comes on.
Yes.
After 30 seconds.
Off-air type stuff.
At that time, the backup tape, the first track on there was Jack and Diane by John Mellencamp.
Yes.
And so every time this Jack and Diane song would come on, and it would be just before it finishes that the sweeper would then come back in, and then you'd have another 30 seconds of dead air, and then John Mellencamp would play again. So it was just this recurring loop through an entire
Nightmare.
evening.
Recurring
nightmare. I think John Mellencamp's Jack and Diane probably played about 250 odd times.
And people loved it.
And people were loving it, let's just say that.
Let's say you probably bumped up the Spotify downloads. When you look at radio, what do you think your favourite thing about being on radio is? For those people out there going, can I still be an announcer? Why would I want to be an announcer?
Oh, it's the connection that you get with the audience. In TV and in other forms of media, you don't necessarily get that pure connection that they can one-on-one chat with you. Taking phone calls, answering competitions, and just having a chat with people and seeing what they are up to, seeing how they're feeling. That kind of one-on-one connection is absolutely brilliant.
I think you're right. When you talk of TV, people can see us.
Yeah.
And people either pick on what we look like and judge us by that. When I was on radio, the greatest thing about radio, how many people will ring us, I love your voice.
Oh, yeah.
I bet you look hot. They'd say, yes, I'm blonde. I'm 7 foot. And that's the mystery of radio, isn't it? But I went on a cruise a couple of years ago and there was a group of elderly women that used to listen to me on 6PR. And they said, "You're Fred Mafrica, aren't you?" And I said, "How do you know that?" She goes, "We looked you up on the net." And I went, "Oh dear," so they know that's me. But 6AX is forever classic.
Yes.
Tell us your involvement there. I know you're the production manager, putting all the commercials and everything together.
Yes.
What else do you do there?
So I handle all of the social media for the station as well. Just this past week or so, we did a bunch of interviews with some of the stars of the Supernova Pop Culture Expo.
I saw that.
So the likes of Adam Savage and Anthony Daniels, who played C-3PO in the Star Wars films, Alex Garfin and Michael Bishop from the Superman and Lois TV show, and they've been absolutely brilliant. So, filming those and popping them up on social media, on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, whatever it may be. But then also, doing the drive show every afternoon and giving away competitions, as well as making, as you said, the ads. I
remember used to give away that free fuel from John Burgess.
Yes.
His stash of fuel.
We are going to be doing that later on in the year as well, by the way. So do make sure you keep an eye out on that.
Shame I bought an electric car. No, Macca, it must be a lot of fun doing what you do. I know 4 to 7 we can catch you on the drive program here on 6AX, which is 1080 AM.
105.7 FM in the north and south, DAB radio, and online at 6ax.com.au as well.
Absolutely. He is the man behind the microphone. He's also got our good friend Bernadette Marie that you do a weekly segment. Bernadette's one of our presenters here as well.
Yes, absolutely.
So she does the, is it the gig guide that you do with her?
Yeah, so we do a bit of a What's On in Perth. We were talking about the Truffle Festival happening in Fremantle this weekend, and we were just talking earlier on, and she said 136 shares were famous on Facebook.
And you're quite a young guy, because I'm a bit older than you. Where would you like to be? Say in about 5 years, you obviously still want to be in radio, but is there something you'd love to do? Would you like to do breakfast? Would you like to do something different? Is there a dream?
Breakfast is always a goal, but the one thing that I've wanted to do in my career for some time now is actually move overseas and go and do radio internationally.
Well, like Jonathan Coleman used to.
A little bit. There's plenty of great stations and plenty of great Australians in the likes of Dubai and Singapore and London and over in Canada. Wow. And that's something that I would love to experience whilst I'm still young and have that opportunity to be able to do that.
Well, I'd love to see you still on 6AX for a bit longer and listen to you, of course, every day from 4 to 7, Monday to Friday. And sometimes we catch you on the Jukebox Saturday night on the weekends
sometimes,
as well.
You never know.
It is Macca Dixon, putting a face to the name. Macca, what's your social media tag if people want to follow you?
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's just Macca Dixon, MACKADIXON. Everyone kind of gets weird with the double C, but it's CK.
Or you can go on 6ix.com.au and you can follow him there as well through the website. You are an amazing local talent. Well done with the hard work that you do at 6AX, and I know how hard you work. He's an incredibly nice guy. Listen to him every day, 4 to 7. It's local, it's Perth. You don't hit that overseas or over interstate button. It's completely local. So nice to have you here, and good luck for the future.
Thank you, Fred.
Nice working with you. We're going to take a break. More of The Couch coming up right after this. Stick around.